Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Hey, y'all, this story right here, I didn't even want to tell y'all this story, but I just got to hearing the backstory of this, and this right here is crazy. Imagine being in Chicago. Imagine being a gangster disciple, and you out there just straight up thugging, right? You see your ops, you banging on your ops, right? You come home and you eating dinner with your mama and your daddy and your siblings. Then you hear a loud knock on the door. Chicago PD, open up. Your daddy get up from the kitchen table and he goes to open the door, and the police just barge in. They like, where your son at? Where blah, blah, blah at? And they see you and they say, come here, we need to holler at you. Oh, by the way, y'all, the son ain't nothing but 15, 16 years old, right? They say, we need to talk to you at the police station. And the mama and daddy like, yo, what is all this about? They like, oh, we just need to question him. See, being ignorant of the law, see, the cops cannot question a minor. So keep that in mind. But the parents don't know this. They don't know no better. So they let the cops take their son down there. Now, true enough, he's a gangster disciple. He's a gangbanger, and he is committing crimes in the streets. However, when he got put in that interrogation room, the cops got to showing him pictures of a woman from her neck down with wounds on her body. They tell him, you was picked up out of a lineup, that you did this to this woman. He like, I didn't do that. Now, true enough, I am GD. I am a gang member. And yeah, I do stuff, but I didn't do this. I would never violate a woman like this. So they hold him in there for about 8-9 hours. Y'all know how y'all know the military mind games the police pay, how they play in the interrogation room. They cut that air conditioner all the way up and freeze you out. So they start enabling these military mind games and tactics on him. So they telling him, yo, you did this. Just admit it, man. I ain't do this, man. I'll never do that to no woman. You going to prison for the rest of your life. Just tell us. Just tell us that, you did this, man. Man, I didn't do this, man. I'm not saying I did this, man. No, I didn't do it. Come on, man. Make it easy on yourself. Just tell us what happened. Look, man, I didn't do this. I would never violate a woman like that. Right? So he say that they just keep working on him. So finally, after about 8 or 9 hours of this basically coerced confession, they make him sign some papers saying that he basically admitted to doing this. Right? And what is said that he has done is that he assaulted a woman and, poked her up also. And somebody picked him out of a lineup and said that he did it. Now y'all know how Cook County Jail is. We all know about the crazy stories. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I've been in Cook County Jail twice, and it was rough, even for me. And y'all know how I give it up. But it was even rough for me. That's gang bang central, where cats just, it's wild in there. It's the wild, wild west. You gon' fight. But if you go in there with them type of charges, as being an offender, a offender, whoo, wild ride, right? So he get in Cook County and he going through it. Cats know his charges that he violated a woman off GP, off the grip. He get into fights. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The way how dude look, I'm not gonna put that on him. But I've been around cats while locked up that has been touched, and they just got that look about them. They got a certain walk. It's in a voice. I I ain't gonna say he been touched, but you know, if it quack like a duck, it's a duck, and he looked like he might have got violated. But here's the crazy thing about it. So he get a lawyer. Of course, it's not a paid lawyer. It's a appointed lawyer, you know, and a public defender. The public defender is working on this case for like 3 years. So the first deal they come with is 20 years. 20 years. And he's saying that he's innocent. So he like, nah, I can't do no 20 years, man. Nah, I need a new deal. So the lawyer go back to the prosecutor. They strike another deal. He come back 15 years. Nah, I can't do that. I can't do no 15 years, man. And I didn't do this. So the lawyer go back, come with another deal. 10 years. Nah, man, not with these charges, bruh. I can't take, no, I can't do it, man. Nah. So he said, we just gonna have to go to trial, man. We gonna have to go to trial. So now, for some reason, it's not in the paperwork, and they didn't really say why the lawyer had to drop the case and, you know, move on. But the lawyer is now not his lawyer, and he got a new public defender. And the public defender like, listen, I'm not about to go all the way back. Now, dude been locked up for 3 to 4 years now. And the new lawyer is like, yo, I'm not about to go back 3 years and go through all this paperwork, you know. So I'm going to go talk to the prosecutor, and we just going to try to get you a better deal. So he like, all right. So he go out and he, you know, come back with a 8-year plea. And he like, no, I can't do that. I'm not doing no 8 years. So then he come out with a 7-year plea. So the lawyer tell him like, listen, if you take this 7 years, they going to give you day for day, good time. So basically, you will only have to do 2 months in prison, okay, if you take this deal. And you're going to have to register to be an offender for 10 years, right? So he like, okay, so if I cop out to this, I do 2 years in prison. 2 months in prison because my good time and my day for day time. So I'll get out, right, in 2 months. And keep in mind, y'all, this dude daddy is like on his deathbed. So he like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and cop out. So he gonna get sent to prison. God knows what happened to him with them type of charges. So he get out in them 2 months. So he said when he get out, he go to these projects. I guess this where his people live at or whatever. And he like, they did a sweep. Like a couple weeks later while he was there, I guess he was in a hallway or something. And a part of his conditions that he can't be in low income government subsidized places. You know, I don't know. But, you know, he got caught up there and he paroled there, whatever. So he ended up getting caught up in this suite. And they ended up sending him back to the penitentiary for like 2 or 3 months. Then he said he'd get out. And, you know, with that type of record and that type of jacket on you, everybody in the hood know what you went to prison for. And so he telling people, you know, he like, yo, I didn't do this. I'm innocent. I just got railroaded, you know. He can't meet women, so he talking to women, and, you know, he got to disclose that, like, yeah, you know, I'm a offender. I'm on the registry. And he like, you know, girls instantly turn them down, turn them away. He say when he get a job and they run the background, you know, they come to him like, yo, you can't work here, and, you know, we got to let you go. He said he been homeless, like, many times, living on the street. He said, you know, with them type of charges, you know, that's what comes with it. Now, he go on the Steve Witko show to prove his innocence. So when he get on there, you know, he telling Steve the story. Now, me listening to the story, I'm like, I don't know. Let me just wait till the lie detector come out, because it's like 50-50. Some cats can really talk their way out of things to making you think that they didn't do it. And me, I don't know. I really couldn't figure it out. So, you know, Steve read his test and it says that he's innocent. Oh, that's ice cold. And when I say that's ice cold, it's because no doubt, for sure, he was out here gangbanging and committing crimes, but he did not do this to this woman. And he had to go to Cook County Jail for 4 years and endure all that torture, fighting for his life dang near every day. Because I know how it is when you in there, even if you ain't got bad charges. But when you got bad charges, oh, you got to get flack from the guards, the inmates. Crazy. So I can only imagine what he had to go through knowing that he was innocent. That got to be the most sickest feeling that you can have in the bottomless pits of your stomach, to knowing you didn't do something and you got to fight for your life and you innocent. Oh, man. So the point of me telling y'all this story here is that, number one, just be careful out here in this world, man. Always, like, if you go out here in public, right, try to go to places where there's cameras where your face can be caught on video. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just out here in the streets, you know, stop at a corner store, stop at a McDonald's, stop at, you know, a convenience store where they got you on camera. So just in case, you know, if you out here doing things that you're supposed to do and you get a knock at your door and the cops like, yo, they saying you did this, we need for you to come to the station, and it's a bad charge, you will have at least, you know, some video evidence that'll back you up, especially if when this incident happened, you will be on camera saying, nah, he couldn't have possibly done this because he was all the way on this side of town, right? So, you know, just always be careful, man. We live in 2023, y'all, and it's wild out there. I can't even, I mean, I've been locked up many times. And I see these cats all the time, and you don't know if they innocent or not. But in prison, and like it is out here in the street, you are guilty until proven innocent, right? And even when you are proved to be innocent, there's still cats gonna be looking at you like, nah, he looked like the type that'll do that, but maybe he ain't do it this time, but he probably did it before, type stuff. So, you know, you always have that jacket even when proven innocent. But hopefully, you know, dude can get off that registry because Steve Wicko's show proved his innocence. So y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about this video, and I'm gonna leave a link in the description also. Actually, I'm just gonna leave the link to this story from the Steve Wicko show in the comment section so y'all can find it without no issue.
Oh shit, here we go again.